And introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, he weighed in at 70.8 kilograms and trains under Igor Breckenbeck out of Igor MMA. His amateur record stands with 2 wins, 1 defeat. Fighting out of Sydney, Australia, make some noise for Hamish Maciver! And introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He weighed in at 70.6 kilograms and trains under James Muller and Luke Thomas out of Crown Kickboxing. With an amateur record, 4 wins, 2 defeats, fighting out of Ipswich, Australia. Make some noise for Randall Rowan! And when our action begins, our referee in charge, Phil Cassidy.
Phil Cassidy back inside the cage, and he's got those meta glasses on, Kyle. Talk about a bit of Tony Stark at Iron Man for you here at Eternal 96.
I wonder if we can send messages to those glasses.
I think you can. Maciver in the blue and Rowan fighting out of the red corner, overextending on those exchanges. Was the man from Crown Kickboxing, and a successful takedown for Maciver to open the first round.
Yeah, Randall doing a good job of getting back to his feet right now. But that was that showcase of that power that I talked about, coming out and just really throwing down.
You've certainly done your research on Randall Rowan, Kyle. That's for sure. This matchup courtesy of our friends at Ladbrokes. Make sure you download the Ladbrokes app and get all the odds. Our main card for Eternal 96. And always remember to gamble responsibly, over 18s only.
There you go. There you go.
The drive was beautiful takedown there. Nice and controlled, let him down nice and easy. See what Randall can do from the bottom and see if he can work his way back to his feet.
He's advanced his position incredibly quickly. Got to watch the back of the head there. Phil Cassidy right on top of the action.
Yeah, I think it was more of just a misplaced shot, nothing intentional there. Heavy ground and pound nonetheless though from there. Watch that head now.
We saw this against Randing. It was going well until it wasn't. A big knee from the Midnight Samurai putting an end to that one, but no doubt over the past 7 months, Hamish Maciver making the necessary adjustments. Turned the result in his favour here tonight against Randall Rowan. He's doing a good job of that so far, Coleman.
Yeah, doing a good job of isolating that arm there, switching it up back to the ground and pound. There's some heavy shots too. They're right in front of us, and then again back to that head arm again.
Well, the indication from Rowan covering up immediately. It's a credit to Maciver's striking. Active defense is what Phil Cassidy is looking for from Rowan on the bottom, trying to lock up that left arm, Kyle, but the fence may stop him from stepping off.
Yeah, again, it seems to be his preferred submission choice there. Keeps on going for it. But it's going to be hard to get now against this cage. Randall Rowan's able to walk his legs up there and create a little bit of space and come around.
Well, what a way to get back to your feet for Rowan. Trying to crank on that neck and bring him down to the canvas is Maciver, but Rowan proving a tough customer to contain in the latter stages of the first round. 30 seconds now.
There's not much holding Randall down for just powered up right now. Stomp that foot to the ground, he gets out of that. Good hand fighting position there from Randall. He's got 2-on-1. Creating some space as he goes for that high underhook and brings him up to his level. Good work there from Randall.
Final 10 seconds. Great round for Maciver.
Get him out of the cage.
Get those fingers out of the cage, says Phil Cassidy. And he is going to separate them and give Maciver a warning. Oh. You can get your own individualized personal view courtesy of referee Phil Cassidy as the action continues in round number 2 between Randall Rowan and Hamish Maciver.
Randall doing a good job there. Looping his shots. You see a little bit more composure from him. He's really picking his shots. He knows now he doesn't want to rush in too close to Maciver because Maciver will drag him back down to the ground again. Good switch in his stance there. Keeping him guessing.
To the body for Maciver now. Just sneaking that right shin underneath the elbow, and beautiful timing on that takedown attempt. He's got both hands clasped, and a strong body lock will make it 2 from 2 takedowns for Maciver.
Yeah, this is not where Randall Rowan wanted to be. He's on the bottom of Maciver. From what we saw last time, Maciver was able to implement a little bit too much of his game plan here. Randall needs to work his way back up. He's in a great position too. He's got Luke Thomas right there in his corner, telling him, giving him some good advice there. You see Hamish Maciver there, try to look to take his back maybe. Unload some shots. Just tries to flatten him out, yeah. Going back to that ground and pound. Had a lot of success in that first round with that ground and pound, so there's no wonder why he's going back to it in the second.
Well, it's more of the same from Maciver in round 2. Randall Rowan finding himself in this spot of bother for most of round number 1, and it continues in the second. With just over a minute to work, you'd have to think Hamish Maciver will not depart from the game plan.
No, he's just heavy hips right now, so right on top of Randall, not letting Randall move at all, really.
He's been given a warning from Phil Cassidy. Rowan, he's got to get himself out of there. Hammer fists landing for Maciver.
Great scramble there from Rowan. He comes out the back door. Let's see if he can come up and take the back. Hamish did a good job wrapping them legs up there, stopping Randall from coming out any further. It's a tough position. If he throws that leg over, he's still in mount, but he's facing the wrong way. I'm not sure what position that's called.
I'm not too sure how much control you have from that position. Randall Rowan starting to cover up. He can't do that. He's got to move. Show Phil Cassidy something in order for this fight to continue. The dominance from Hamish Maciver running rampant as we count down again. 10 seconds left. These rounds, they're going too quick.
Oh, heavy shot there by Hamish.
Well, we're going to go to a third round. However, I don't think it's any question as to who is ahead. Darcy Vendy or Blair Bertag. Will it be Connor Birch or Matty Ian? Find out next on our main card of Eternal 96. Third and final round between Rowan and Maciver. This is better for Rowan. Needs to keep this fight standing. Look for a finish.
He just has to be careful when he switches his stance. He jumps in a little bit too far when he has his left leg leading forward. And that's where Hamish has had the success of his takedowns.
Well, we saw fantastic timing from Maciver, and I think in that exchange, the determining factor of that takedown being stuffed was Rowan not overextending on his punches. We saw him do that, and it's...
And that tends to happen when you rely on that power a little bit too much. I know you have that power in your hands, and you seem to overthrow your punches sometimes. As Hamish just pulls him from one side of the cage to the other. Double underhooks there for Hamish Maciver. He can get his head in a better position just like that. He'll be able to take advantage of this position. Randall Rowan digging for an underhook here, maybe try and improve his position.
He's got that body lock, but that strong whizzer, Kyle. Working in favour of Rowan, not so much now.
Yeah, maybe it's a little bit of overextension with that whizzer and allowed Hamish Maciver just to drag him back the opposite direction.
Yes.
Hamish doing a good job of elevating that leg, stopping him from getting back to his feet there. Randall Rowan, nice little sneak out the back there. He does a great job of sneaking out the back, but Hamish is just always one step ahead of him and seems to regain control again straight away.
He's all over him as Maciver, making Randall carry all of his weight right now, trying to slip that right hook in, Kyle.
Yeah, and Hamish's corner right there, telling him to push him back forward, then push him back to the ground. I'd have to agree with him. In this position here, you want to create that pressure on these guys' arm, make him really post out on his hands and drag him that way. Good job trying to flatten him out now. Needs to be careful not to let him come out the back again, though. He's right there where he can cage walk just like that.
Excellent and right on cue. Randall Rowan, a last-minute desperate attempt here in the third and final round. Randall has to open up here, looking for a miracle. Can he find it? He cannot, but what a way to close out round number 3. Randall Rowan and Hamish Maciver go the distance. We'll be back.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score this fight 30-27. For your winner, via unanimous decision, in the blue corner, Hamish Maciver.